Hello everyone, and welcome to a very special first look series at Bloodlust 2 Nemesis. For those who have been around my channel for a long time, one of the first games I ever recorded was Bloodlust Shadowhunter. This is a sequel to that, which is, it's not even in early access yet. I did get a key from the developer to take a look at this game and record it, partially just so that he can see people while they're playing it, and it's still in this early development phase, so he thought it would be useful to give the key out to a few Let's Players or streamers to see what kind of experience they're having. So that's basically what's going on with that. It is a small indie developer. It's just one guy sort of runs the show. And when I did a stream a couple of years ago of Bloodlust Shadowhunter, it was the first stream I ever did, my first live stream. It was on Twitch. And he actually joined in and hung out for a couple hours just watching me play. So the guy is very attentive to his community and very interested in sort of getting feedback on how things are going. So that's what we're doing now. As you can see, I have loaded the game up. We're going to go ahead and jump into this. Now this is like a... whoa, okay. This is a vampire RPG sort of dungeon crawler. It does have story elements. It's very atmospheric. It is a very small indie studio. So I'm not sure what to expect at this point. This is you can't even buy this yet. So it's in a very early state. And it looks like at a glance, plenty of hairstyles available. I think we're going to, I'm going to recreate the character that I did a couple years ago. I forget if she had ponytails or what. I think she just had long hair. It was Morna the Witch. I like that hairstyle though, that's pretty sweet. Morna. Hold on, I need to move my mic. Oh, I didn't mean me to make her crouch down. She's so bashful when she's like that. Let's see, I think I like the dark hair color, but I am going to cycle through just to see what the options are. Actually, the purple. We want purple? You know what? We're going classic. I did have her as like a witch, so we're going like dark-haired witch. Tone. Let's see, I like that sort of medium tone there. Lipstick color. Lots of options. So we give her black lipstick. So goth. Let me give her some. Yo, I like the that dark red thing going on her eyes is pretty sweet. And let's check tattoo options. Whoa, okay, these are facial tattoos. Oh, there's tattoos on the arm too. Okay. I think I'm gonna go, at least for now, just no tattoos. And looking at this, you don't actually have a class. All that it is, like it says here, warrior class is determined when the player has more strength than dexterity or charisma. So classes are not selected, or rather earned depending on class-specific stats. So it can change during the game. You know what? I think I'm gonna start with a little extra strength. So we might, even though it was originally Morna the Witch, we might start off in kind of a Morna the kick-ass warrior, how it's going to be. So I think I'm pretty happy with how this looks. Let's see, we've got clan affiliation. There's they start in different places. So this one, the Bogota clan, led by the Gigglers, located in the abandoned dungeon in the heart of Chinatown. Skill set includes skills such as vampire gaze, transform, poison slam, and knife strike. I kind of like that one because of the gaze. That sounds like very classic vampire-y. Xingqi, led by Largo, is in a hotel. The secret sight, shock, intimidate, disarm, and call crow. So there are these number of different places where you start out. I think, you know what? I think I like that first one though. I like, for some reason, the idea of transforming and vampire gaze, and I don't know, this all seems very vampire-y. So I'm going with that. So now I got +5 rep with the Bogota clan. All right, let's get in here and see how this looks. Now this is new. There is a multiplayer option. It says current characters only level 1. Characters must be level 2 or higher before entering a multiplayer game. So that is it for that. But and at this point, I doubt there's much in the way of multiplayer opportunities. But this is definitely a huge change from the first game, which, to my knowledge, I haven't been in it for a while, but so maybe I don't think it got added later, but it could have. I don't. But there was no multiplayer when I was around playing the first game, so.
Rise and awaken.
Okay, WASD, left button to attack, right button to use skill, mouse wheel to scroll through the skills. Escape. Be sure to talk to the strange lady before leaving. It's a hint. Okay. I'm assuming that is the strange lady.
Does this flesh suit you?
What's going on? Where am I?
Varric asked me to bring you here.
Oh, Varric. He was from the first game. He was sort of like the person that would. He was sort of a tutorial guy that would tell you like where to go next and that sort of thing, at least in the start.
Using your mind, my magic, and a drifter's body, you are now the custodian to this telekinetic vessel. How do you feel?
I'm a custodian? You mean this is not my body? I feel strange. Thirsty?
Yes, this body is undead. Find Varric. He will explain why I've done this.
Varric, what the...
Go through the sewers to the warehouse. He's waiting for you there. However, I must warn you, this body's flesh and skills are weak.
Yeah, I don't feel very strong.
It's best you build them up as soon as possible. Increase your strength, perhaps some charisma or maybe some vitality. It's entirely up to you. But choose wisely, for the dangers in this dark city will test your capabilities quickly.
What's with the floating crow? Never mind. Anything else I should know?
Yes, one more thing. Beware of the Wraith. Neither you nor I own this body you possess. It belongs to the dead, and they will come for it eventually. Do not attempt to fight the Wraith. It cannot be destroyed, ever. The best you can do is run or hide, and hope it returns to the darkness.
Okay, that's something new. That sounds very ominous. Great, yeah, there we go. And anything else?
Find Varric if you have any questions. He's in the warehouse. You can get to it through the sewers.
Alright, what about the Wraith though?
Your hunter instinct will be to fight it, but don't bother, as it cannot be destroyed. If the Wraith takes you, you will end up back here and will most likely need a new body. I can usually match your old body fairly close with the new one. However, we'll lose any tattoos or piercing slots acquired.
Okay. Now if I recall, tattoos offered faction reputation? It's been a while, but I think tattoos had to do with faction affiliation, and piercings are just let you wear something else, if I recall, like an extra slot to equip an item. But don't quote me on that. I actually was thinking, I've been tempted to jump back in and play the original game, and then out of the blue I get an email from the developer offering me a key because he remembered my play before. What's that? Okay, there's a little texturing issue. It's almost like what's happening on the ground with those blood drops is a light effect. You see when my shadow covers it up. Okay. Not a deal breaker. Early access, but all in all, I'm digging the definitely digging the atmosphere. Let me see what these skills I got. So that was, oops, secret sight, bite. I have to, okay, that's the feed. And okay, this was like a scouting thing, wasn't it? I remember we could use this to like flip switches and stuff. All right, fair enough. Anything? Anything back here? So the death in this game, I guess if you die, you end up back here. But then there's this wraith thing. It's something else that's gonna try and just kill you no matter what. After that's, I'm kind of interested to see what that's all about. Taking E to pick up items. Let's get close and pressing E to continue. Okay. So I didn't have to choose them individually. Oops, let me get my so this is 3 through 12. It's +2 damage. 3 through 10. And that's equipped as a secondary weapon. Press Q to swap. Well, this is slightly better than... I don't know if there's a reason to keep both of them at this point, but I don't know. We'll see. I don't recall there being anything about durability, but just in case something screwy happens, I'll hold on to that for now. Identify scroll and healthy elixirs. And I've got 2 keys. Let me see. I keep seeing this icon over here. It says hit C to level up. If I can't, I don't know why I would have leveled up already, but I know she mentioned we're gonna add stuff to your stuff. Okay, I do have some points to level up. Right, for starters, I want more intelligence. Where does it say? Oh, over here, okay. I was like, where does it say where? Okay, it's stat points. I got it. And a little persuasion. I'm going to be very unfocused, but we're going to add something into strength there. Now, I don't. If I recall from playing the first game, there were no useless stats, and you could not get away with just dumping all the points into one stat to become like the uber strength person. Because there were all sorts of fundamental parts of the game that made other stats useful as well. So you'd maybe favor a certain stat, but all the stats end up being useful. At least that's how I recall it being in the first game. Equipment inventory. Okay, I already did that. Might be a good idea to drag elixirs to the hotbar. You know what? Maybe I'll do that. Number 4. I need to, I use my little keypad, so I need to a customized keypad. I need to have 5 through 8 stuck on it. I always have it set up so I have very easy access to 1 through 4 with my thumb. Oh, the vampire gaze. Fly through the grate and low wall. The red glow straight ahead. Touch the exposed wire to short out the power. Select the gaze with a hotkey or scroll. Okay, so that's the blue one is gaze. And guessing this will do hickey. Oh, okay. Crouch. Access to tight and low spaces. When crouching, you are silent and less noticeable when moving. And stealth mode. Okay. God, don't tell me about stealth mode. The way I play games, I'm going to be in stealth mode for the rest of the game. Oh, I am digging that chest. I'm digging that chest. Okay. I got some sneakers, another identify scroll. Now, this game is largely procedurally generated. I believe this area... There are lots of areas in the original game that were handcrafted, but when you got into, like, beneath the city, there was dungeon upon dungeon level, and those were procedurally generated. But I did launch this thing a few minutes before I started recording just to make sure it worked, and already I'm noticing that there's this chest I do not recall being in this little space here. Oh my gosh. Okay. That hurt me, didn't it? Yeah, I think it did. What did I get? Sneakers. Alright, I put some of those on. A steak. Automatically used. Okay, I'm guessing that's for killing vampire. Capri pants, female. Alright, that's it has 6 armor. Capri pants. Those are some pretty kick-ass. And of course down there it looks she just took her pants off. Okay, immediately it's just the lighting. It all blends in with the skin. Trading card, ghostly talents. Huh. Talent glyph. Learn and train. Collect cards to gain extra bonuses. Interesting. So that's something I'm not exactly sure where that's going, but that's cool. Alright, let's just sneak up. We're gonna sneak up on this one. Let's see, health, spirit, force, and thirst are shown in the upper left corner. Let's see. So I'm guessing this is health, but the thirst bar, I'm guessing that's 67%, which caps out my health. So it looks like there's this area it can't get to, and then I'm guessing this green line, I noticed that was moving when I was using my skills a little bit, so that would be spirit, or it would be like mana or magic points. If quenched is only 50%, then you only regenerate 50% of max health. You must bite to feed and quench your thirst, allowing your health to regenerate higher. Get that ready to go. Select bite with the hotkey and go to the skills. Get near the victim and hold the right mouse button to drink blood. Release to stop drinking. If you drink too much, you will sire. If your current bite skill level allows it. If your bite skill is too low to sire, you'll kill it. Now, when I ran through just this very first part when I was testing, and I actually didn't. I fed until it made me stop, and then she became my minion. So, but where's my bite skill? Bite. It's level 1. Oh, feed and sire. Let's see, I'm allowed to sire level 1 minions. Alright, so we're gonna go. Now, if anyone recalls when I played this before, my first minion was Walter the Hobo Vampire. He was just hobos on the ground and you feed on him, and I had a strong attachment to Walter. I did a music video tribute to Walter, which maybe I'll link that below. But, you know, you gotta take what you can get. I didn't know how much I was gonna like Walter when I first chewed on him, and maybe this looks like a lost college girl. Hey there, lady. What's that sound? Hey, lady. Okay. There was a better animation when I did it last time, so. She has been summoned. Okay, I think that something froze up there for a second in the game. But now, there we go. There we go. We have our minion. Let me see. Let me check something on my... I just want to put a hotkey for K on my little speed pad that I'm using to open up the skills. Morna, let's see, is this? I was checking to see if there's some way I can check out the pet, but maybe not. Oh, read the journal. If you're ever lost, not sure what to do, open the journal by pressing J. Open the skill trees by pressing K. Character screen pressing C. Also look on the mini-map for exits to find new locations to explore. Okay. Now, when I was testing this out before, I never went so far as to go up these steps. So just so you know, beyond that, it's going to be completely first time for me seeing everything. There's a couple little monsters in here. Oh, I like how they catch on fire like that. And magnified moonlight. You know that moonlight is actually sunlight reflected off the moon, and when it's magnified through a special lens in the ceiling, it can be as bright as the sun and as deadly to the undead. Perhaps there's a switch to close the panel in the ceiling. So this, I was like, oh, maybe I can get by over there, but if you even get near it, it'll hurt you. So, like, when I got close enough before it zapped me. But whoa, what? Is that ambient noise? That's horrible. Or, I don't know, I feel like I've explored everything in this level. Oh, hello. There we go. And see, now that is closing up. And let's see what's in here. It's another exploding chest that I can go up to. I just realized. All right. Leather helmet, nice. What did I just grab? Okay, first off, the broadsword requires 17 strength. So that's a lot of how these stats work. Is different items have different, a bit like rogue type weapons would need dexterity. Strength is more the straight up warrior weapon, but that's a definite improvement over what I have, and I'm close to 17 strength and 8 charisma. See, I said just I don't know exactly why a charming personality helps you wield a broadsword. Maybe it's like that dashing and Errol Flynn type thing. And a leather helmet unidentified. How do we? All right. This item belonged to a member of the Ubuanto clan. Return it to the group and receive 3 reputation. Well, for now, I'm gonna just put it on my face. Is this gonna hide my heart? It's gonna hide my charming, hold on. Alright. It's okay. I don't get to see her beautiful face, but she looks like, the Gimp. Wait, how did... Okay. I just noticed there's a little grate over here as well, so... Let me see if there's anything. Whoa! Ooh, looky, looky. Now, see, that's something that I did not find during my initial test playthrough. Take the blood fragment. They give you bonus. Fragments give you bonus when drinking elixirs. Okay, so they're like collectibles to give you a little advantage. Nice. She scared me. I was like, it's the Wraith. Any other? I like the fact that there's little secrets like that. And even in the procedurally generated dungeons in the first game, this is not interactable. It includes little secrets and things like that to open up secret doors and that sort of thing. All right, let's go up. This is officially me traversing into new area. Me and my my special pants. That's a beautiful pink, bright pants. And, okay, now we're in the sewers. Where's my minion? Minions won't automatically follow you into new areas. Press insert to call them to your side. Press home to send them away. To heal or find loot. Oh, shit. Alright, wow, did my minion just kick all their asses? Holy crap, Lisa B. You kick ass. I love you, Lisa. Lisa, I love you. I love you. Alright, so the quests To meet Varric, should be expecting you inside the abandoned warehouse. Move through the sewers beneath the asylum until you find the warehouse sewer entrance. Alright. Varric. Oh! What is this? Entrance to sewer tunnel. Okay, so that's another way to go. I'm gonna look through this area first before we jump to any conclusions and leave. Okay, that looks like, hold on. That's got a little icon, which I'm guessing is the quest icon. Now I'm gonna check, can I see it through walls? Yes. Alright, so if the last game is any indication, all these other places that you can go are going... Whoa! Ow! Okay. All these other areas you can go are going to play a role in the game. So, I'm just going to poke my head around here, but the exploration is completely at your discretion. Like, but you know what? I am gonna actually go back out now and follow the quest. But there's one of the benefits that the developer in the description of the game talks about is that it is an open style format, and obviously you do, like right now I have a task to do, but it's a big world and it generates. It's when you go into a dungeon, at least in the first game, it would regenerate every time you went down to the various levels, so it's constantly different. Okay, there's that. This is level up C. Did I get more points? I guess I did. Okay, let's get that strength up, shall we? I think I'm digging the strength. And... determines your ability to... a lot more dialogue options. That's more talent points. Huh. That's... okay, let's get that intelligence up. I like everything in the double digits, you know? Charisma determines maximum spirit force. And persuasion. I'm going to put some points in persuasion, because that's part of the little RP thing. Which, granted, might not be super helpful down in the dungeons, but I am digging the atmosphere in this, though. I think it's pretty... it's just sort of oozing with character. Who's this guy? It's not Varric. You're Varric? Varric's different than I remember.
Are you in there, fledgling? I mean hunter. Miko did good, very good. Your flesh looks great, though not sure why I'm so surprised, since she worked wonders with me as well. How do you feel?
Yes, you look much younger than I remember. Do you feel weak after the process too? I feel weak.
That's normal. You will feel better after you build up the vessel's skills and attributes a bit.
Alright. You want to explain why Miko put me into the body of a vampire?
He, a shadow hunter, destroyed a vampire emperor and an entire sect, has made some of the other bloodlines a bit nervous.
Oh yeah. That. Yeah, I can see where this might... they might be a bit nervous about that.
In about 10 days, you're going to be greeted with over 9,000 undead at your doorstep.
What? 9,000?
Judging by past events, I might normally have faith in your ability to deal with the situation, but it would appear the undead have stepped up their game a bit. The factions in this city, under the authorization of the Council, are working on a new synthetic blood. The project is headed by the Taka Corporation under the codename Nemesis.
Nemesis?
Neural embryonic morphine immortal synthetic immune something or other. I don't fully understand it, but I do know it makes the kindred even more powerful, much stronger with increased senses and the ability to morph into any organic creature.
That does not sound good.
And when I heard of this, I thought it might be in your best interest to pay a visit to see for yourself. possibly delay or even destroy production of this new blood before the enhanced undead appear at your gates.
You couldn't have just given me a call, huh? Maybe send a plane ticket?
It wouldn't have worked. With the new blood drug coursing through the undead's black veins, they can sense any hunter cells nearby. You would undoubtedly be detected immediately if you were not in this form.
Okay. Starting to understand.
The only solution was to place you into a telekinetic vessel. This is where Miko's talents come in. You should be safe from suspicion now, allowing you to move freely among the sect using only your mind and Miko's magic.
Alright, sort of makes sense, I guess.
Oh, and you will undoubtedly notice that insatiable feeling of thirst for blood. I'm afraid that the authenticity was a necessity, so of course this vessel is a blood feeder.
Wow. Great. Alright, so I'm here, now what?
Taka Corp rented some space in Chinatown, in a back room of a local herbal store. The space is probably being used for a lab of some sort. It's not their main lab, but it's still something worth checking out.
Where's the store?
Chinatown. You can get to it through the large doors at the north end of this warehouse, but not so fast, since getting inside the lab section will most likely be tricky.
So how do I get in?
Giggler.
Giggler, huh? Sounds like a real fun guy.
Not exactly. In fact, he's just plain crazy. But unfortunately, someone you're going to have to meet. Giggler's the leader of the Bogata clan, and for whatever reason, Taka Corp is using him as their main guinea pig and test subject in their new blood trials, giving him access to some of their restricted areas.
Wait a minute, is that the clan that I joined? I can't remember. So let me guess. I sneak in and steal his key.
Taka Corp's security is a bit more advanced than that. Giggler probably enters the lab like other Taka employees, using a retina eye scanner. So I will leave it to your imagination on how you're going to make that happen.
You have to take his eyeball? He's got 2 eyes and only need 1. Shouldn't be too hard. And where is he?
He's in the Bogata hideout. It's a warehouse converted from an old deep dungeon uncovered under the city years ago. The entrance is behind a large metal garage at the end of the first alley in Chinatown.
Deep dungeon, huh? Let me guess. Giggler's not going to be on the first floor, is he? Yeah, this is definitely a character that's been through the first game.
Unlikely. In fact, finding him probably won't be easy. His office is deep and possibly hidden. Better brush up on your intimidate skill, and then find a guard to interrogate and set up a meeting with Giggler. It's probably the only way you will ever find him.
Intimidate skill, huh? Okay, I'll try that out. Bye! Okay, one thing I'm noticing is there was voice acting in the first game, but it seems like it's more comprehensive this time. Like, I don't remember all the lines being voiced. Of course, this is still the very introductory periods, but I gotta say, for my initial impressions for a game that's it's not even in early access at the point that I'm recording this. It's in it's not even, you know, you can't get it yet. It's in pretty good shape. It's looking and feeling pretty good. I mean, it's obviously, it is an, you know, it's an indie game. The first game had an indie feel to it as well. What is this?
Help me!
What? Can I drink this person? Wow, okay, that is creepy. Daddy, what's this? What is this? Oh, travel map. No, it's not where I need to go. Alright. So, I think this is a good place to kill off the episode. And for now, and we'll see once we get through where things go. Let me see, I'm trying to channel the way that I used to do this. At the end of every episode, I did like an old-timey radio announcer. Let me see, cue music. What will happen in the next episode of... Oh, wait, this one is, I always screwed up the name too, but this is not Bloodlust Shadowhunter. This is Bloodlust what will happen in Bloodlust 2 Nemesis? Will Morna find the guy's eyeball? Who can say? You'll find out by staying tuned. And man, I'm rusty. I'm really rusty at this part. But anyways, at this point, back early 1 month into my channel when I was doing this, I would ask you to rate, like, the comment and subscribe and hit the like button. I haven't done that for like 2 years, so you do so if you want. If you keep watching the series, I will not be asking you to subscribe or comment or like, but it was part of my spiel when I used to do this. I think I'm gonna revive at the end of every episode. I'm gonna go through and do a little what will happen. Anyways, that's it for now. So until next we meet, take care, everyone.